Ladies and gentlemen, there are a lot of undercards going on right now, but the main event is here. Introducing the eighth wonder of the world, the New Jersey mouthpiece, the Italian stallion, the greatest looking man in the history of the world, the greatest guitarist in the history of the world, the Silver Fox of YouTube, the George Clooney of YouTube, the BERGS. Stand up. Remove your cap. Repeat after me. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. On the show, baby. Did you miss me? Did you miss me, boys and girls? The main event is here. Everyone leading up to me was just the undercard. I am the main event, the heavyweight champion. Have no fear. Street life is here. Dax Malone. Joseph Camus, that's very disrespectful. You should really remove that photo. Disrespecting someone's deceased father. That sounds very cruel. The main event is here. It's showtime, folks. This is a post-Super Bowl extravaganza. Remember, the Bergs picked the winning team because I am a winner. You got a bunch of little haters running around with prison tattoos, tweaker girlfriends. You got a bunch of haters running around. It's all a bunch of white noise, folks. As the great rap group Public Enemy, as Chuck D says, don't believe the hype, folks. Don't believe the hype. You want to make a t-shirt, a design, and send me the design, a logo, send it to my email address. My email address is under my About section. Let's see what you got. Let's see what you got. Let's see if you got any talent. The Bergs has talent. You know what I'm saying? I'm the most talented man in the history of the world. What's going on, Smurf? Now we got some little kids running around with skateboards and prison tattoos, talking smack about the Bergs. We got some crazy menopausal women talking smack about the Bergs. The bottom line is this. I don't talk smack about anybody because I don't need to. I don't need to drag people for content. I am the content. Just look at me. Just your eyes looking at me. This is content right now. I don't even need to say anything. Yo, HVAC, what's going on? I'm getting a little parched. Jesse Pinkman. I'm getting a little parched, HVAC. I'm sitting at the bar here. It's 1975. Where's my dollar draft at? HVAC just came in here, folks. I don't need to drag people for content. I am the content. Just look at me, man. This is content. Just me. Me. This beautiful scarf. You want my scarf? You think you can have my glass? You think you can have my beanie cap, man? You think you can have my clothes, man? You think you can have my car, my chica, my pool, mi casa? You think you can have my gold, my jewels, my Rolex? You can't have it, man. I come from the gutter, man. I come from the gutter, man. I'm oozing machismo, man. You think you can have my machismo, man? You can't have it, man. I am the content. I am the main event. There's a lot of undercards going on right now. But this is the main event. This is the event that people pay to come and see. This is the event that HVAC throws down his hard-earned money to see. We got Elizabeth Boons. We got Jesse Pinkman. Hey, Jesse Pinkman, you got to stop saying the B word, folks. We got HVAC. We got Sigmund Freud. We got Bergs. You are a perfect specimen. I would like to have you lay on my couch. We got Trigger Chimp. The bottom line is this. I am the perfect specimen. Okay? This is, you are looking at the king of all things. We hit it big with KC, bro. $15. I'll drink to that. Let's give it up for the king of all things. The enforcer of the winged Berg Mafia. I know you've heard about Elbow's winged bull mafia, but I've had mine almost as long. Winged Berg Mafia. The king of all things is the muscle. He is the enforcer. Just like Rocky was in the first Rocky movie when he was just an amateur boxer. What was his job, folks? He would collect for a bookie. That's what the king of all things could do in the streets of Chicago, brother. The king of all things has several streams of income coming in, folks. He's a part-time pimp. He's a part-time hustler, part-time bookie. Who knows what else he's doing? He's got the money coming in, folks. A part-time gambler. And let me tell you something, man. if you live in the greater downtown, you live in the greater Chicago area, and if you are behind on your payments, you might have a knock on your door from the king of all things saying, pay up, brother. Saying, you choose a broken knee, a broken leg, or $200. You choose. Because the king of all things is coming to collect, folks. The king of all things is the enforcer of the Wingberg Mafia. Skunk Ape, Elvis said you were trying to steal his viewers. Let's steal all of his viewers, folks. Let's take all of his money. Let's take all of Herman O. Munster's money. Herman O. Munster cut me off, folks. Took me off the payroll. The measly $25 every 2 months. But yet, Herman gave Cat $2,000 and didn't even think twice about it. But Herman makes a big deal. $1 from the Canadian assassin. $1, which is 67 cents from the Canadian assassin. HVAC. You say these words behind, and her doctor is curious if das Berg, sir, if you is not poorly potty trained, yeah? The king doesn't even know where I live. That's just ludicrous. Hey, Coach Bergs, that's a dope scarf. I like it. It's pretty dope, man. Let's smoke some dope. It's legal here in Washington State. I could do it live right now if I wanted to. Bottom line is this, folks. You don't want to fall behind in your payments. If you live in the greater Chicago area. Chicago, folks. If you live in the greater Chicago area, folks. If you're a fan of the Chicago Bears, folks, the Bears. If you're a fan of the Chicago Bulls, the Bulls. And if you fall behind on your payments to your bookie, let me tell you something, man. They're sending out the king of all things. And if you think the Berg is an imposing figure at 6 feet tall, 185 pounds, the king of all things is 6'3", 250 pounds of solid muscle. We're talking street muscle. The Bergs is book smart and street smart. The king is street smart. That's what I'm saying, man. And let me tell you something, man. HVAC with $1. Buying me $1 draft. We're rolling prices back to 1975. A dollar beer would get you this much nowadays. Ready? It would get you this much. Okay, that's $1. Okay. Bars closed. You got to go, but you can't stay here, folks. That's what $1. Damn, you go to that Mustang Ranch, like Elbow and Herman try to go to, and they're saying, oh, yeah, we're just going to buy a beer, look around. You know how much a beer is at those brothels, folks? Now, I've never been to one, but I heard a beer is about $25. You know what $1 will you know what $1 will get you there? out of a beer, it would get you this much. Ready? That's okay. That's $1. Okay, you want another sip? Hold on a second. Okay, that's $2. Oh, another sip? Just slurping the head off the beer. That was $3 right there at the Mustang Ranch. They want people with some money, folks. I don't have the money. The king has the money. Of all things, not the king, not the fake king. Elbow, Smellbow, who's never going to move out of the Shine Shack. What are we rolling prices back to 1925? A beer back then was probably a nickel. Bottom line is this, folks. If you are enjoying this great quality content, if you are enjoying looking at the greatest looking man in the history of the world, if you are enjoying looking at the greatest tinted sunglasses, little rose-colored glasses, tinted sunglasses, if you are enjoying looking at the greatest beanie in the history of beanies, the greatest team in the history of the world, the Seattle Mariners, if you are enjoying looking at this great scarf, if you are enjoying looking at this beautiful garage, type 55, give me a thumbs up and show your love to your emperor, the Emperor of Bergatron, folks. Now, we got a lot of folks out there talking smack about the Bergs. You know what? Those people are maggots. They're fleas. They're ticks. They are the weeds that grow in your garden. They are the cockroaches, the cucarachas. They all are just things that need to be exterminated, terminated. These people talking smack about your fearless leader, man. You know what? They're all a bunch of maggots. They're all a bunch of mosquitoes. What do you do with the mosquito? You smack it. What do you do with a flea? Or what do you do with a gnat? You kill it. You swat it. What do you do with a fly? You swat it. What do you do with mice in your attic or your basement? You kill them. You put mouse traps down. That's what these folks are, man. They're a bunch of vermin. They're a bunch of scum. Time to call the exterminator. It's time to call the Berginator. And that's the bottom line, folks. All of these people, Sigmund Freud, you want to get me down on your couch, Sigmund Freud? That's going to cost you. The bottom line, Trigger Chimp. I never stole anything from Elbow. Okay, I'm 10 years older than Elbow. He said, oh, I'm stealing from I was watching the WWF before he was born, folks. I was watching wrestling in the late 70s. He was born 1981. I was saying, and that's the bottom line, I was saying that 20 years ago, way before YouTube was even invented, folks. It's just a coincidence. People think I steal from him. No. We both have mouthpieces, and we're both bigger guys. Now, I am taller at 6 feet tall. He's 5'2". And I think I'm overweight, but my weight is more proportioned. I need to lose weight. We all know that. We all need to do things in life to better ourselves. But the only similarities between him and I are, I have a full head of hair. I have no bald spot. I'm 46 years old. He's 38. Okay? The only two similarities are we both have mouthpieces, and we're both confident people. Okay, and then maybe we might use some wrestling references. But everything else is just a coincidence. He's actually stolen more from me than I've stolen from him. I'm the one who came up with the line, I'm the show. I'm the show. He would say, I'm the king. I'm the king. I would say, I'm the show. Okay? And then he started using that. That's number one. Number two, he would always say, pay your taxes. Pay your taxes, folks, to your king. And then I came along, and then when I started to drop the PayPal links a year ago, I would say, don't pay your taxes. Show your love. Show your love, girls. You want to become an official Bergette? I came up with so many things on here. I came up with the Bergettes, an official Bergette, Professor Bergs, Berg me up. You got Berged. Planet Bergatron. You want to get Berged? You got Berged. What else? I came up with Herman O. Munster. Sig, he stole that from me. Everyone's a thief. I came up with the term Dorito Bikini. Man, I wrote down all the things I came up with yesterday. What else did I come up with? You see, I got receipts, folks. I got receipts. How you like that? How you like me now? How you like me now? How you like me now? I got receipts, folks. I came up with no. Now, I'm not mad at Jilly Bean for taking that. That's fine. She actually does it better than I do. I came up with Elvis doesn't live in the Shine Shack. He lives in the Shit Shack. I came up with that. And Sig, he's now using the Shit Shack when he shows the Shine Shack. People steal from the Bergs, folks. That's the bottom line. Everyone knows it. What else? There's several other ones. Oh, yeah. I came up with BNN. Over 2 years ago, I came up with BERGS News Network. This is the BNN, folks. The BERGS News Network. Now you got the Boyd News Network. You got all those other ones. They've stole that from me. Okay. Where are my royalty checks? Where are my royalty checks, folks? Huh? You little puke. Now I didn't come up with that. That's Coates. Coates, the best one that he ever came up with, and I will give him credit. And I've used it a couple times before. Bam, just like that. That's a very good one. Bam, just like that. I like it. Well, the bottom line is this. The reason why Elbow's channel is dying is because they'd rather go to Herman's. And let me tell you something about Herman. I guarantee you, behind closed doors, okay, just like we heard when the hot mic was rolling and we heard what really goes on, I bet behind closed doors, when Herman's getting all that super chat on there and all that, the PayPal, they have a system worked out where, let's say, Herman gets $500 in a day, which is a damn good day. I'm sure he throws Elbow $100 of that, 20%. Okay? So they have it all, in my opinion, worked out. I got nothing in common with any of these people. I am not an e-beggar. I'm an entertainer, folks. And people can show me their love. I do a plethora of different content. I do this kind of stuff where I have said to the public, I said, do you want to hear more mouthpiece or more music? Mouthpiece meaning drama, or do you want to hear more music? The overwhelming majority of the people said more mouthpiece. I said, you want to hear more guitar or more gossip? The overwhelming majority, more gossip. However, I do have a segment of my fans that still want to hear me play the guitar. And a lot of times what I'll do is I'll do an hour stream on here. I'll take a break, and then I'll come on here again and do another hour. I'll take another break, and then late at night, I'll do a guitar, a Bergatron jam, which I play when I go on my phone. Because if I play the guitar over the Chromebook, it gets all muffled, distorted. That's my routine. Now, do I have the kind of content where I'm chooching around town? No, I don't have that. It rains almost every day here. It actually rained every day from the end of October to like 2 days ago. So we just came off a stretch, I believe, where it rained November, December, January. It rained for 92 days in a row. Okay? So, no. And Herman complains that the winters in Santa Rosa are so rainy. No, they're not. No, they're not. I look at my 14-day forecast on the Weather Channel app, and it's always like 12 out of 14 days, 13 out of 14 days rain. I got Santa Rosa punched in there, maybe out of 14 days, because that's as far as I go. Maybe 2 days, maybe 3 days of rain. That's why they're able to do the Rancho Kitchen Stadium every night. That's why they're able to work on that rig every day. If it was raining, and let me tell you something, man. Let me tell you something, Kit and Kat. Let me tell you something. They haven't had a big rain down there in a while. But I guarantee you, because they do quick, Herman does quick little work to caulk up the little, the seals or where the rain comes in. I guarantee you they get another soaking. There's going to be a lot more rainwater that's going to come down because it's a never-ending van build. It's not over. Because now, if you see what's going on over there, folks, they're down to the home stretch. But Herman's been saying they're at the home stretch for the last month. Or 2 months, maybe. So if you've noticed, folks, they're milking it. They worked on the van today. I bet tomorrow they'll go chooching. When they could be working on the van tomorrow, you see? They could bang it out in a week. They're not going to do that. They have a rotation going. Then they'll do stadium cooking and all that. So this last home stretch is going to last another 2 to 3 months. Junker, what's going on? Tip jars should be seen and not heard. Well, the tip jar, first off, you need to have that kind of thing like Slimy G does with the Streamlabs or Mr. Canada, where you can put a tip jar thing. I don't know. I don't know all the computers like that. I don't have that kind of technology. Okay. I do have the super chat button. People know what they can do. You are enjoying this great quality content, folks, from your fearless leader from the planet Bergatron, folks. I am the emperor. I'm not the king. I'm the emperor. Emperor is higher than the king. Okay? If you are enjoying this great quality content, give me a 55 and a thumbs up. That doesn't cost any money. 55 and a thumbs up. That's not e-begging. Let's beat these haters number tonight. We got 35 lurkers in here. Only about 5 or 6 people typing. What's going on there, JK NoCal? What's going on? We got the haters hating on the Bergs lately, hopping on the hate train, trying to take out the Berg train. We got 2 trains headed on the same track, folks. We got the hate train with all the haters. But we got that Berg train going 120 miles an hour. And they're about ready to collide, folks. But my train is reinforced. My train is stronger than that hate train. And when the Berg train hits the hate train, folks, that hate train is just going to fly off the tracks. And the Berg train is going to continue rolling down those tracks. Because I got the enforcer. I got the enforcer of the Wingberg Mafia, king of all things in here. The street man of Chicago. I got JK NoCal, the greatest trainer and hitman in the history of the bottom of YouTube. I got him in my corner. And when we go down to Las Vegas later this year to do the first annual Boyd Drama Community Convention, and when we get in that boxing ring and we do some Boyd bum boxing, we do some Boyd Steel Reserve drunk boxing, you know who's going to be in my corner? The Hitman, Brett the Hitman Hart, JK NoCal, the Cut Man. He's going to be in my corner. He's going to be my cut man. The bottom line is this, though. I'm not going to get cut. And we're going to have all sorts of people fighting. We're going to have Boyd people fighting, drama people fighting, crossover fighting, trannies fighting each other, cross-dressers. We're going to have women fighting each other. I want to see Savage Live and Miss Wonderful duke it out. I want to see them all duke it out. And the Bergs will be there. It's going to be called the Drunken Boyd Bum Boxing First Annual Tournament. It's going to be streamed. We're all going to share the profits. Bottom line, when we get back to the corner, my hitman, my cut man there, NoCal, it's going to be 3 3-minute rounds. He's going to give me some water, right? He's going to give me some water. And on the other thing, he's going to give me some beer, folks. It's going to be called Drunk Boyd Bum Boxing. And we're going to get HVAC down here. He's going to be throwing around his $1 bills. Elbows, hobo, feet. We're going to get HVAC down here throwing around his $1 bills. That's his new name, Mr. $1. $1 make you holla. Drunk Boyd boxing. Drunk Bergs Boyd boxing. Oh, shit. King of all things will be there, man. You don't want to mess with the king. He's an enforcer, man. He grew up on the streets, folks, of Chicago. You gonna mess with that guy? I ain't messing with that guy. He's my personal bodyguard. He's my head of security, folks. The king of all things, the head of security. My enforcer for the Wingberg Mafia. We got the money man in here. HVAC. He walks around with a clip full of $1 bills. King of all things walks around with a money clip filled with $100 bills, folks. Because he don't play around. He's always got cash on him. And he might be strapping also, if you know what I'm saying. He might be strapped up. Because the mean streets of Chicago, anything can go down. We got the Canadian assassin, the $1 wonder boy, HVAC. We got NoCal in the corner. The $1 loony bin, hitting people with $1 bills. When HVAC goes to get a haircut, folks, he leaves them a $1 bill for a tip. When he orders a Domino's pizza, he leaves them a $1 bill, folks. He is Mr. $1 from up in Canada. His license plate, folks, says Mr. $1. That's his license plate number, folks. That's the bottom line. We got a lot of people talking smack about the Bergs. And you know what I got to say to them? And I will borrow a phrase from Smelbo. What I got to say to those folks are the Bergs, hatoofs on you, brother. That's the bottom line. We got the guy up there in Northern California with the prison tattoos who looks like this. Who looks like this, folks. This is how he walks around. Yeah, Bergs. What's up, dude? What's up, bro? What's up, man? You know, I hear you talking about me, huh? You're talking about my prison tattoos, huh? Huh, bro? Huh, dude? You're talking about me again? Well, I challenge you to a skate competition, man. Even though I'm 44 years old, I'm gonna challenge you to a skateboard competition. Okay? You want to come down here to Northern California, or I'll come up there and we can meet in the middle somewhere down there in Oregon, brah. I'm gonna challenge you to a skateboard competition. And I'm gonna meet you at any skate park where you want to meet at, brah. Bro, whatever your name is. And the only reason why I let you win the competition, the Boyd parody guitar competition, is because everyone knows I would have beaten you, man. Oh, I'm sorry. Is my thing not pulled down far enough? Yeah. This is how I go out driving every day. Yeah, can I see? No. But I've lived in this town my whole life, folks. So I know where everything is. Okay? This is how I go out in public, man. Okay? So you know what? I'm gonna challenge you, bro. I'm gonna challenge you to a skateboarding competition, man. So go out and buy a skateboard, Bergs, because I know you probably got rid of your skateboard when you're about 14, 15 years old. You know? But I got plenty of decks, man. You know what? I'll do this just for you, Bergs, because I'm such a nice guy, man. I will give you a deck. I'm going to challenge you to a skateboard competition, Bergs. And with my prison tattoos, I'm going to look so pimped out with my spider webs, man. I'm just the shit, Bergs. You ain't getting any girls, Bergs. Yeah, true that. I did have to go up to the Ever Tweaker cam to find mine. But you know what, Bergs? True that. You right. But the bottom line is this, man. I'm challenging you to a skate off, man. And when we're done with that, I'm going to challenge you to a guitar off, man. And you can come in the shag and wagon. You want to drink a few beers, Bergs? That's fine. And then when we're done, you want to bring it outside? Okay. Want to step outside? Okay, we can do that too, man. Oh, I'm sorry. What? Oh, I'm sorry. It's not pulled down far enough. My bad. I mean, I'm the show, Bergs. I'm the show, man. Don't you understand that? I'm the show. I'm the guy who invented iPoint, Irrelevant People YouTube. I created a nice utopian community filled with positivity and no drama. But you know what? After a couple months, I said, fuck that. This is boring. No one's coming in here. And I just went back to being the douchebag that I always was. But the bottom line is this, man, bro, dude, you know, I'll see you at the local skate park, and you'll know who I am just from looking at me. Just look for a guy with a beanie like this. Look for my spiderweb prison tattoos, okay? And you'll find me, man. You'll find me. I hope I'm in your dreams every night, Bergs. Because I'm the show. You ain't the show. That was courtesy of a little man, a little boy. Nate in the house. That was courtesy of a little boy who has no content and no life. So he has to talk about the Bergs because I am the content, folks. Let's just. Yo, HVAC. Yo, king of all things. I'm running out of beer, folks. Who's going to light me up, folks? Bergie boy needs a beer. Type 55 if you are enjoying this great quality content. Give me a thumbs up. Don't let those losers win. The winners win. King of all things is a winner. I picked him a winner. And let me tell you something. I hope he made a lot of money. And king of all things, if you want other winners, I can pick you NBA picks. I can pick you NHL, hockey, any sport you want, bro. I am the greatest bookmaker, the greatest bookie in the history of the Boyd. Bergs, the interstellar galactic bookie pimp from the planet Bergatron. I can round up a bunch of I got women working on every single street corner in Seattle right now, making my money. I get 90%, they get 10%. And they're lucky to get that. The bottom line is this. I can pick winners. Ask Ward S. Ward S knows the Bergs picks winners, folks. I don't know where Ward's been lately. James Everett. I haven't really been following hockey. I'll have to get back to you on that one. But I grew up playing hockey in New Jersey, and I still have my hockey skates around here. The bottom line is this. I used to love hockey. My team growing up in New Jersey was the New York Rangers. You might say, how come, Bergs, how come you weren't a New Jersey Devil fan? Well, I'll tell you why. Because the New Jersey Devils didn't relocate to New Jersey until 1982, when I was 9 years old. And I had already been a New York Ranger fan because my dad took us to Madison Square Garden in New York City when I was 5 or 6. And that was the first game I went to, so I automatically became a New York Ranger fan. But I was a New Jersey Devil fan kind of at the same time. And I was into the fights. The fighting. And the bottom line is this. They used to fight a lot more. It used to have bench clearing brawls back in the 80s, 70s, 80s, 90s. Now the game, it's all wussified. All the players wear these little visors. So even the fighters, you're fighting like the Bergs with the big wingspan. Come on, you want some jabs? So the bottom line is this. You're punching plastic. So you need to do uppercuts, or you need to knock that helmet off. So it's become hockey, NHL hockey's become total wussified. They need to get rid of those goddamn visors and go back to the way it used to be. No visors. And you know what I'm talking about, folks. I like Alex Ovechkin more than Sidney Crosby. Sidney Crosby should have retired years ago, folks, even though he's only 32 years old. This guy has suffered so many concussions and head injuries. He's not gonna have a very good life when he gets older. I'm sure a lot of these guys have suffered, but Alex Ovechkin, I like his play. He plays hard. He fights too from time to time. He's got a hell of a slap shot. Okay. Yeah. The problem is, the reason I'm not really into hockey that much anymore is all the players I grew up watching in the 80s and the 90s and the first part of the 2000s, they're all pretty much retired. The only people who are still around are like Patrick Marleau of the San Jose Sharks, who's like 40. Joe Thornton of the Sharks, who's 40. Ovechkin, Crosby, a few other people. But a lot of my favorite players and like fighters and stuff, Matthew Barnaby, all those guys, they're all retired. Ty Domi, Bob Probert. Bob Probert died. But the bottom line is these guys are all retired. So it's hard for me to get into these new guys. And they don't they don't fight. It's a different, I don't know. The goalies wear too many pads, so the scoring is lower. They need to either Seattle's getting a hockey team next year. It should be this year. They made it 1 year too long. Okay, and we got screwed out when, if you guys go here on YouTube later, type in Sonicsgate. You can watch the whole documentary of how the Seattle Supersonics got hijacked. And, we had a team in Seattle, the Seattle Supersonics, in the NBA from 1967 to 2008. Now, we got hijacked, and the guy who owned it was Charles Schultz, or Howard Schultz, the owner or the founder of Starbucks Coffee. And he sold it to this guy, this oil businessman named Clay Bennett down in Oklahoma City. And then Clay Bennett came in here, but everything was like working behind the scenes with Commissioner David Stern, who just died a few months ago, and they had already colluded. It was a what you would call a conspiracy, and they wanted the taxpayers here in Seattle to pay for another new arena. Okay, even though the Seattle Sonics were playing at the Key Arena, which was upgraded in 1995 and had like a 17,000 something seating capacity, but they wanted like something better. And then they try to get a bunch of money from basically what should have happened was this. Bill Gates or Steve Ballmer, the Microsoft multi-billionaires, they should have stepped in and saved the Sonics. They never did. So you guys need to watch that documentary. It's called Sonicsgate. That's the bottom line. So our NBA team, the Seattle Supersonics, were stolen from us, folks. So now all we got left right now are my Seattle Mariners and my Seattle Seahawks. And if you like soccer, we got the Seattle Sounders. I played soccer as a kid throughout high school, but I don't have any interest in soccer anymore, folks. This John Camillo guy, this guy comes on and leaves a bunch of negative comments on my videos. That's okay. I will take your view. Thank you. So we're getting a team next year, an NHL team. And hopefully one day, I guess the NBA will come back. I think the NBA will come back, but it's going to take a while. These sports leagues, they take so long to make things happen, you know? So I think if the NBA came back to Seattle, folks, I think it would probably be another 10 years. And another 6 to 10 years. You know? That's okay. I used to bet a lot on the Seattle Supersonics in the early 2000s because I moved back to New Jersey, and a lot of my friends back there were into sports betting, and I used to bet a lot, especially on the NBA, especially on the West Coast games of the NBA, like the Phoenix Suns. This is back in like 2002, 3, 4, 5. When they had like Steve Nash and Amari Stoudemire, that other guy, and they ran a really fast-paced offense. Their coach was Mike D'Antoni. He had a fast-paced offense, so the games were always very high-scoring games, very exciting, and so I picked the over-unders. I picked the overs. So I was very good handicapper. Now, we don't even know the name of the NHL hockey team for Seattle. Now, I think there's been a lot of fans who said, because, you know, there's a lot of Native Americans up here, and I believe the Seattle did have a hockey team like over 100 years ago. I forgot the name. Let me ask. Actually, what NHL team won the Stanley Cup in 1917?
Seattle. According to Wikipedia, Seattle won the 1917 championship by defeating the National Hockey Association's Montreal Canadiens 3-1 by a combined score of 23-11.
Yeah, see, Seattle had a hockey team, folks. We won the first Stanley Cup. I believe it was the first Stanley Cup. Okay? And we were called the Seattle Metropolitans. Okay? And the Seattle won the 1917 championship. You can see right here. So we don't even have a name yet. Okay, we don't have a name for the hockey team, but a lot of people, because there's a lot of Indian tribes up here, a lot of Indian casinos, so you got a lot of totem poles. So some of the names that they're throwing around, what do you guys think of these names? Seattle Totems. Okay, we have a lot of salmon, and as you know, a popular salmon is called a Chinook. So Seattle Chinooks. The problem with the Seattle Chinooks is you got the Vancouver Canucks. So that's not going to work. You can't have the Chinooks and the Canucks. But I do like the Seattle Totems. And there's several other names that are being thrown around. Oh, yeah. Because Washington State is one of the biggest states where you hear about the Bigfoot sightings. I believe there's a name floating around, the Seattle Sasquatch. Now, I don't really like that much, the Seattle Sasquatch. I like the Seattle Totems, okay? Which one do you guys like there? Seattle Totems, the Chinooks, or the Sasquatch? Which one do you guys like? I personally like the Totems. What do you guys like? Yeah, we need to bring back the Supersonics, king of all things. Make it happen. So what do you like for the Seattle? Yeah, homeless. Yeah, we got a huge homeless population. Heroin is real big here. Called the Seattle. We got a lot of black tar Mexican heroin. Seattle. Wait, we have a lot of suicide up here. We could call it the Seattle Suicide. Right? Called the Seattle Black Tar heroin. Called the Seattle Xanax. How about the Seattle Steel? How about the Seattle Steel Reserves? What do you think about that? What's up, Izzy Busy? Seattle Bergstown, Seattle Steel Reserves. What do you think? Krakens? What's a kraken? I forgot what a kraken is. Isn't that a fish? What is a kraken?
According to Wikipedia, the kraken is a legendary cephalopod-like sea monster of giant size in Scandinavian folklore.
Oh, yeah. A sea monster. Oh, yeah, I've heard about that. Yeah, but that doesn't really relate to the Northwest. Yeah, you have to have a name that relates to the Northwest. Okay? So I think totems, the totem poles, I think totems is a good name. I want to thank JT. I want to thank JT for getting me these. Because, I heard from behind the scenes, he was the anonymous person who sent me a gift yesterday at Amazon Prime, folks. Thank you, Mr. JT, coming through again with the Dr. Scholl's I still haven't opened it yet. Thank you. Thank you a million. These are about $22. How about the Seattle? Oh, we got the Slimy G's. How about the Seattle Slimies? The Seattle Slimies. For Seattle Slimy G. How about the Seattle Burgettes? How about the Seattle Burgatrons? How about the Seattle Light Me Up Like a Christmas Trees? How about the Seattle Light Me Up Like a Pinball Machines? Tim S. Come on, Slimy G. That's all you got is one stinking dollar? That's all you got, man? How about the Seattle Stinky G's? Huh? How about the Seattle Kangaroos? Eh? How about the Seattle Light Me Ups? How about the Seattle Roll Mops? Yeah? Melton wants to buy a camper van and visit Abbey Brook. Abby can suck a golf ball through a garden hose. Is that true? You ever seen her do it? He doesn't need to rent any camper. He can just fly there. All right, folks. If you are enjoying this great quality content, I'm sitting at the bar right now. It's 1975. We're rolling back prices. Bergs needs another draft beer. The Bergs and his sausage fingers. The Bergs and his sausage fingers and his fat girth need another. I didn't meet my quota yet. Now you only drop $1. Your quota is $3. I got to make my quota every night, folks. I'm just like a cop. A cop has to meet his quota every month in the amount of tickets they give out. I got to meet my quota, folks. This is round 1 for tonight. I'll be back. I just need one more Canadian dollar to ensure that there will be a round 2 from the Bird Cave, from the Sausage Fingers. And let me tell you something, Sig. I don't know why you've kicked me to the curb, but you don't make any videos about me anymore. Why? Because I got this little stupid fake beef going on with JT? Give me a break. I thought you and I were cool, Sig. I see everything. I saw your negative comments towards the Bergs. I thought you came up to present time. I thought you're being cool. I thought you liked having me on your Boyd parodies. I don't show you any long forms, any strikes. How come you're not putting the BERGS Show on there anymore? I'm the show. I bring the views. Your coach, you are obsessed. Siggy boy, you are obsessed with Coach 9500. He's hardly around anymore. He got struck a few months ago. He doesn't even live stream anymore. I'm on here night after night after night. I'm on a world tour right here every night from the garage. How dare you not put me on anymore? I thought we were good. I didn't say anything bad about you. Okay? You got to come up to present time. But I do really enjoy the present from your BFF. JT, thanks for the Dr. Scholl's. I'll be putting them on tomorrow. I got to cut them to fit. Slimy G in the house. All right, folks. This is the last call for alcohol. This is do or die time. The Bergs has just finished a great 1 hour set. Now I'm sitting at the bar. Now it's time for you guys, the Collector, Tim S., Ace Carson, HVAC, John Camillo, Slimy G, King of all things. I'm at the bar, folks. I just did me a nice hour and 8-minute set. I'm at the bar here taking an intermission. Who's going to buy the Bergs a beer? You might want to buy me a cheeseburger. Bottom line is this. Ball's in your court. What are you going to do when the Bergster comes for you? What are you going to do, folks? You going to run and hide like a little girl? You going to cry like a little baby? Are you a little millennial? You a snowflake? You need a safe space to go hide? You need a therapy dog? You need therapy to go express your feelings? Or are you going to man up? You going to man up and show your love to your emperor? What are you going to do? The ball's in your court. Game on. I will be back for round 2 shortly. I need to take a break. So I'm giving you all right now 5 minutes notice. You're all on notice. You're all delinquent. You're delinquent, folks. But you getting 5 minutes of bonus time. You want to know what kind of content I have? This is the content I have. Oh, shit. My sunglasses broke again. God damn. I got to bring these back to Rite Aid. These motherfuckers. These pieces of shits. I got to go back there and talk to those motherfuckers, man. They're going to give me a new pair because I'm the show. So I walk in there just like the prison tattoo. Bitch boy from Northern California, the skater dude. Hey, man. Hey, dude. I just came in here last week and bought some sunglasses, dude. Oh, you're not the manager? Can I talk to the manager, dude? I got my tweaker girlfriend in the car, man, and we gotta go score, bro. You like my new tattoo I got with the spider web? Yeah. I just got released from prison, Thought I'd get something official. I got her initials, too. She got my name tattooed on her body also. Yeah, she's got tons of ink, brah. Anyway, I bought these sunglasses here, man, a few weeks ago. I don't have the receipt, man, but can you do me a solid? I mean, I'm a skater, man. I got some major street cred at my local skate park, dude. You know what I'm saying, brah? And I'm a great guitar player, man. All the ladies love me. And I'm obsessed with this guy named the BERGS. I mean, everything I do, every piece of material I do is on him, man. You mind if I do a J, man? You know I grow my own weed. You want to hit? Oh, okay, that's cool. You guys got 3 minutes. You want bonus time? You want bonus time? You want bonus time, folks? You know what you got to do, brother. Because what you going to do? What you going to do, HVAC, when the Bergster runs wild on you? Let me tell you something, Mean Gene. I wasn't expecting that double turn. But let me tell you something, Mean Gene. At WrestleMania next year, I'm going to see Randy Macho Man Savage. I'm going to take him down. Oh, yeah, brother. Oh, yeah. Snap into a Slim Jim, brother. Oh, yeah. Yeah. This is my girl, Miss Elizabeth. Oh, yeah. Let me tell you something, Mean Gene. I'm letting these peasants come on here rent-free. They're all parked on my public property. They're a bunch of squatters, Mean Gene. They ain't showing their love to me. What do you got to say about that, Mean Gene? Let me tell you something, Mean Gene. It's going to be on. It's going to be on, folks. Round 2 is going to be on. Even though you people didn't come through, except for the king of all things and HVAC with his 67 cents. Not a bad first round. We'll see how the second round goes. I might be back.